and to kind of review what's coming up. We've got a lot of virtual events that we're going to try to highlight and try to get you involved in so you can enjoy this college experience. Just because we're virtual doesn't mean we can't have some fun and get you involved in meeting people. So there's a few things that are coming up that I'm going to highlight, but first I'd like to highlight a newsletter that you had emailed to you today. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're just going to look over it real quick so you have an idea. This is going to come to you periodically to let you know what is going on campus. We're going to highlight some students. We're going to just try to give you all the information that you're looking for, some serious information about, things that are happening or things that might affect you, but also some fun things that are going on with our students, the events that we're going to be having on campus. Anything that you can find to get involved in is just going to highlight your experience in college a little more. So what we have here is called the Campus Connections, and it's emailed to you. So check your email for this. It's going to start out by just saying hello. It's going to highlight that they're doing a faculty spotlight if they're interested. We're also doing student spotlights. So if you can think of a faculty that has had some impact on your life or perhaps has made an impression or helped you some, please let us know. We would love to highlight that faculty, as well as students in your class. If there's somebody in your class or that has done something outstanding, please let us know. We'd like to highlight that and show everybody what Kent State Trumbull has to offer as far as our faculty and students. So there's always going to be Dr. Ritter's study tip of the week. Dr. Ritter is the director of our enrollment management and student services, and he's going to offer you some helpful study tips. It's hard to keep up with everything and stay organized. Procrastination was something that always was a problem for me. So having these tips and ways to stay organized and on top of things can be really helpful, especially when we're all virtual. So the first fun event that's coming up is we are looking for students to be on our homecoming court. Kent State Trumbull does have their own homecoming court that is a part of the larger university system homecoming. Even though it's going to look a little different, we aren't going to actually be able to have the football game. So we won't be able to do the normal parade and the normal homecoming event activities in person. We are going to try to do some fun virtual things. We would like to have a king and queen or royalty and a court. So you can apply to be on the homecoming court. Or if you know of someone that would be really awesome that you think would be a great representative of Kent State Trumbull, you can also nominate them. So the links to do so are going to be in this newsletter. All you have to do is click if you want to apply for homecoming court or if you would like to nominate a student. I will tell you the one thing that has changed, and I will send this out in email as well as I'll blast it on our social media. The application indicates that you need to have at least 15 semester hours completed. We're lowering that to 12, especially considering that we were remote most of spring and we're now remote for fall. We're going to lower that to 12 hours completed to be on the homecoming court. So we understand that doing virtual classes may not be as easy or trying to keep up with all that. So some students have opted to do one or two less classes, which is completely fine, but we don't want that to hinder your ability to be on the homecoming court. So we're going to lower that credit hour to 12 hours instead of 15. So if you apply and you are nominated, we're hoping to do a voting system. It may end up being by interview, depending on how this goes. We're kind of working through the kinks as we go along, but they will be doing some sort of virtual celebration that we will be a part of. So more information to follow coming up on that. But being on the homecoming court is really just a fun way to represent Kent State Trumbull. It also is a way to show your leadership potential. So putting on your resume that you were on the homecoming court is a very good thing. It shows you're representative of your community and your university, as well as showing your leadership potential. So keep that in mind. And also it's just a lot of fun. We do a lot of fun things with homecoming. And again, maybe it is virtual this year, but that's okay. We'll find fun ways to do things that will be in tune with the homecoming fort. So again, this is going to be in your email, but if you want information about it, please feel free to contact me. I'd be happy to send you the information directly. All right. So the next thing we have coming up next week, we are doing a lip sync challenge. We are going to have students submit a 1 to 2 minute video of them lip syncing to their favorite song. There are some rules to it as far as, keeping it clean, keeping it respectful, that kind of thing. But we want you to use your imagination. We want you to have fun with this. We will live air this next Tuesday evening, and the viewers will be able to vote on their favorite lip syncer. So again, more information, you just have to click on this button inside of your email. There will also be lots of information on social media, on the Kent State Trumbull app. So if you want to look for information out there, it will be out there, but it'll also be in your email. And again, if you want to contact me directly, feel free to do so. I think this should be a lot of fun. And again, some great prizes going out to the people that win this. There will be a first and a second place winner for these contests. All right. So as we go down, I was talking about the faculty spotlight. This is Sean Radican. He is one of our business professors, and it just tells you a little bit about that faculty, some personal fun information. His hobbies, chasing my kids. Well, that's probably a full-time hobby, but it helps you to get to know our faculty a little better. Lets you know that they're people too, that they're approachable. Sean is a really great guy, fully supports student life. So check out his bio here. And if you have him for one of your classes, I'm sure you're going to enjoy it very much. Okay, so again, some of this has been, newsletter is going to be informational. So your academic advising, it has your financial aid advising, your academic advising, and these buttons will take you directly to the page. If you need to make an appointment, if you need to talk to somebody, there's email addresses, all sorts of contact information. And remember, they can answer questions having to do with just about anything. If they don't have the answer you're looking for, they can absolutely direct you in towards somebody that does have an answer for you. Okay, so emergency resources. And I know that this has been a very trying time economically, as well as, when it comes to technology or trying to figure out how to navigate college. But the emergency resources, there are resources available here. You simply click this button. It's going to take you to a page that's going to list some resources for you during this time. It also talks about the bookstore. A lot of people are calling or asking or emailing, is the bookstore open? What are their hours? The bookstore is absolutely open. It opened officially on August 17th. The hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 to 4. Again, social distancing is in play, as well as face masks being required, but they are definitely there for your books and all of your needs. Your Kent Trumbull wear, if you want a hoodie. It's getting colder, so I'm really excited about hoodies coming back. They are closed on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, however, but they will be open Monday through Thursday. As always, the Flash's Safe 7 is listed here. Please try to follow these. If you're on campus, face masks are required, and we are doing social distancing protocol. There are many sanitizing stations, all located throughout the university, to make sure that you have the ability to sanitize your hands. So just, we want everybody to stay safe. We'd like to see this thing managed and eventually go away. So these are also listed. So I can't say enough about our app. This is the symbol or the icon for the Kent State Trumbull app. If you have not downloaded it, I encourage you to do so. It was really fun today. I was reading through the feed, and there's a social media aspect to it. There's a social aspect where there's an actual wall. So a student today was looking to meet people and put the name of the class that he was in and, said, really interested in making friends. I'm new, and the responses that happened were just amazing. Lots of people responding, I'm in that class. Oh, I'm looking for people to become friends with too. What other classes do you have? So there was a lot of people that responded. So the aspect of the social, the wall is always a plus on the Trumbull app. Some of the other university apps don't have that aspect. So this gives you the ability to meet people, to ask questions to faculty, staff, or even to other students. We have the ability to post information that's relevant to you and that can be helpful. So, and also people do things like sell books, they start up clubs. There's a lot you can do with the app. You can also access your flash line. And Bill last week, I think, or the week, well, I think it was last week or the week before, went kind of through how to download the app. But really, it's as simple as searching Kent State Trumbull in your app store and then just downloading it, signing in with your Flashline credentials, and then reaching out and finding people to connect with. You can be friends with faculty and staff, so please feel free to friend request me. I would be happy to be friends on this app and be a resource for you as well. So this is our newsletter. So I did want to highlight it so you know that it's out there for you to have and to look for. Lots of good information on that app as well. So we just really want you to know about what's coming up. The virtual events we've had so far, I mentioned some of them last Nanci at Noon. We've had virtual bingo, we've had game nights, we've had a Netflix party. We're looking to do more and more of these activities. I think that the evening events have been the most popular. If you have ideas about an event you would like to see happen, I would love to hear some great ideas. Next week, we're doing our lip sync event. Moving forward, we are looking at more Netflix parties, and I'd like to play movies that you want to see. So if you want to send me some ideas for movies that you would want to see, I'd be happy to look and see if Netflix has it. We did run into a little snafu, the fact that we had advertised a movie in August. The week switched over to September and Netflix changed the movies and it was no longer available. So we'll try to stay on top of that and make sure the movies that we're advertising are going to be there for you to see. But we're looking for events going into fall. We're going to try to keep things fall oriented. You'll see things coming up for in October for homecoming. We're trying to figure out a way to do a virtual tailgate event. Just that, I think that would be a lot of fun. We also have upcoming, we're going to try to do some battles between campuses. We are an 8 campus university. So I know we have one on the books to challenge Kent State Geauga. And we're going to do a fun, I think it's going to be Halloween based because it's going to be the week of Halloween and there'll be more information coming. But we're going to do a Trumbull versus Geauga campus feud, if you would. So that'll be fun. And we'll look to do a lot of those kind of trivia or family feud game nights that we can have a lot of good social interaction, talk, but, have fun and win prizes and just meet new people. In addition, we are looking at doing a pet social. We're going to have you and your pets come and we'll just have a social hour where we can meet each other's pets and talk about what it's like to have our fur babies. So again, if there are things that you would like to see happening, if you would like some more informational sessions, we can definitely do that. I know that there are resources available as far as career services. Tiffany Tyree is dedicated to offering you, advice as far as career exploration, major exploration. Maybe you need help with your resume. Maybe you need help putting together a cover letter or just brushing up on your interview skills. I do believe that interviews are virtual right now when it comes to the job market. So this might be a great way to practice those skills. In addition, academic advising is still going on. We have virtual appointments or phone appointments, whichever you would prefer. When you set up an appointment, just indicate which you'd prefer. But we also have walk-in hours or drop-in hours. So just as we did on campus where you came in and you signed in and then you took a seat, and then you were called back and you met one-on-one with an academic advisor. We are doing this virtually, which means you click on the link and it puts you in a virtual waiting room where there's a moderator that will ask you to fill out a short thing that says your name and what you're there to see, what you're there about. And then you're actually put in a private room with an academic advisor or their office, if you will. And then you can see them just like you would if you had come into walk-in hours. So those are going on every week. So please keep an eye out for them. There is a link on the academic website that will take you directly into the waiting room for virtual walk-ins. The financial aid also has the same virtual walk-ins. So if you click on that link, it will also put you in the room, and the moderator will have you fill out a little form that says, what are you there for? Who do you need to see? And they'll put you in a office with a financial aid advisor too. So those are available all week, every week. So take advantage of them. If there are some quick questions you need to have answered, please feel free to drop into the walk-ins. So, Bill, can you think of anything else that we were going to cover today? This is, again, a nice short brief Nanci at Noon. Future Nanci at Noons, we're going to keep on doing some cooking segments. We're going to highlight some of our faculty and students. We really want you to have access to all the resources possible and also to start to get to know the people on your campus. Bill, can you think of anything?
No, I think you covered everything.
Okay. All right. So again, look for the virtual events. Please join in. There will be a register button because some of our events are limited as far as how many we can have in that particular event. But you can register for all of them. You can register for specific ones. It's kind of a one-stop shop. So let us know, and please feel free to email me, reach out to me about anything, really, if you're having any struggles, if you have ideas, if you're interested in student organizations. Speaking of which, that's another thing we're going to have. We're going to have a sort of a student organization fair, if you would, to where you can come in, and if you have an interest in a particular area, we can plop you in that room and you can find more information about any specific organization that you have an interest in. Or even if you want to start your own organization, that would be awesome. So my name is Nanci Barker. I can be reached at nbarker4@kent.edu. And feel free to give us a call. Student Services Building is open, usually 10 to 5 through Monday through Thursday. If you absolutely need to come in, we are encouraging you to do things virtually just for your safety. But should you need to see someone, we are open. So that's all I have for Nanci at Noon. I hope everybody stays safe. Looking forward to seeing your smiling faces at the virtual events we have coming on. But again, you do not have to show yourself on camera. If you want to partake in some of the events, please come. Whether you show your face or not is completely up to you. But I want to meet all of you, even if it's just virtually. So have a wonderful week. And as always, go Flashes.